Welcome back to another edition of Know Your Alumni series. It's my pleasure to introduce Shri Prashant Agarwal and Vipul Roongta ji, who have been together since their school days. They got their schooling together, then they were admitted to Shri Ram College of Commerce, though in different courses. Sir is become honors 97 and Vipul ji is B.A. Economics honors 1997. So we really have to understand, if we go through their story, how strong the glue SRCC is. So over to you, sir. Prashant sir, I'll begin by asking you a very simple question. When you were admitted in 1997 to the college, how was it? And when you have walking these corridors today, what difference have you seen?
Ma'am, it's just a very nice feeling, because when we got in 94, we got admitted, this was the dream college, right? I wanted to study commerce, Vipul wanted to study economics, and this was the college we wanted to be in. And even then, it was really difficult to get into. Those cutoffs were very high. And now when I look at the cutoffs of 99.5 or 100%, neither of us would have qualified, but over those 3 years of being in these halls, and as we came back now, we were reminiscing of where there used to be Usman's tea stall, and the canteen now is called cafe, very pseudo, the tutorial block, where there used to be a photocopier. So it just brings back a flood of memories of 3 years running around here and having a really good college life.
Mm-hmm. And sir, what about you?
No, I think it's fabulous. I actually had come about 8 years back to the college at the youth conference, which was a very different experience. And it's great to be here. As Prashant mentioned, the key thing is not about what you probably learned, which was a lot. It is more about the people. Now you mentioned dream college. My dream got a little sour when I knew that Prashant is also coming here. But barring that, everything was very good.
Ignore him, okay? We've been together from class 5. We changed schools together. We wound up in the college together. And even though I live now in Singapore, I do visit every 3 months, and my trips to India are not complete without hanging out with this man. So. Yes, so much for your sourness can continue.
So generally, students tell us that there is a lot of learning in the classroom, but there is a lot of learning outside the classroom. So are you of the same opinion, sir? I need both of you to answer this. So what kind of learning was there outside the classroom? I'm really interested in knowing it.
No, Prashant used to be the person teaching us, so he'll probably be in a better position. But for me, I think the most important thing is that you are actually making what would be life bonds. Everybody is a little tentative, or at least not like the generation now. We were much more tentative than the kids, and the new set of people I meet today. They are much more confident. They are much more sure about what they want, and so on and so forth. That was probably not true at our times. We were more tentative about things, and it kind of, so you're placing a whole bunch of not so sure people in a high intensity ecosystem, so they tend to gel, and those bonds last forever. It has been in our case. We have got 5 other friends from the batch whom we are very, very thick with, and it's something where life takes its own turns. You move up, down, different geographies and personal lives, and so on and so forth. And these are things that stick with you and probably help you maneuver this game of life.
Okay. So, sir, any societies you were part of? Student society?
Yes, sir. I was in the quizzing society. Did you
we set up the economic society.
Oh, wonderful.
The EcoSoc was set up here. I remember it was not in the college charter, the memorandum, and it was set up, and there was some scuffle where the hostlers wanted to take it because we managed to get some decent sponsorship at that point of time. So then the elections got cancelled, And then we were nominated as president and secretary. A friend of mine was the president, I was secretary. And
If you can name the founding president of Economic Society, we have the founding president and secretary.
Minal, if I'm not wrong, I think it was Minal. He was very, very passionate about it. But yes, EcoSoc, which I am told now is one of the more sought after societies.
Absolutely.
Was set up. Probably that was the only thing. See, it's funny because when you're meeting, you talked about off classroom. It's these interactions when you're having EcoSoc. I remember Crossroads used to be the big event.
Yes, it is still.
And this EcoSoc, we used to call it Ecostasy.
Okay.
I don't know if it is still called that.
Yeah.
But that was the first name, I remember that. And Ecostasy was, we had a tough time getting somebody to give us some small money. And our budget, I think, was 25,000 rupees.
It's a very rich society.
It's a very rich society. I know that. I believe you have to give interviews to be part of the society. And
Yeah. So there's a lot of screening. So that is what it is.
And the learning that you have in those events that we organize, and the kind of people and all those lifelike situations.
Yeah. So maybe team spirit, crisis management. This is what I have personally seen students in their journey in 3 years. So there was a life skills probably which our students learn from the ecosystem outside the classroom. Right?
One very big difference is that SRCC is unique in the sense that it's a very small, very boutique college offering really very select number of courses, yet it has all the benefits of a larger place. So you get the best of both worlds. And as Vipul said, that we all were a very different category of people. Kids today are so confident, so aware. We ended up, our worldview got broadened by the experiences through conversations with each other. So we learned from each other in that process. Now it also helped that SRCC back then also was commanded the reputation of being one of the most sought after educational institutes in undergrad. So we got the benefits of that as well. I was one of the 2 people who joined Hindustan Lever, as it was called at that time, out of college. And the other person was, incidentally, another very close friend of mine from St. Stephen's. And I still remember late night, we were leaving and the car comes in through the car parking lot, and here are these interviewers from HR department of Hindustan Lever, and as things played out, I got the job. I did not get my IIM conversion that year.
He was the guy who got it when probably the entire college applied.
Okay,
the entire college probably applied for that Hindustan Lever thing, and our entire thing was that yes, we know Prashant.
That is his way of saying that since I was the Kamau Admi while he was in college, that I had to pick up all the bills. Just to be clear.
The way it should be always.
So another thing, after you said that you started with Hindustan Lever, but from there on, what was your journey? If both of you can tell us separately.
So I had a more eclectic journey. So in Hindustan Lever, I had the very interesting opportunity of working in rural sales and development. So I think I must have gone to about 1,500 villages. A completely different experience, and that helped me, push my boundaries. I went to Harvard to do my MBA. Stayed on in the US, worked there in a couple of banks and insurers. Then right around 2010, when the Asia was really booming, and I wanted to be closer to my family and to my friends, so we moved to Singapore, and have been working in a range of different companies until about a year and a half ago, when I finally decided to indulge my entrepreneurial bug and try a few new things, and hopefully they will work out.
Absolutely, our best wishes are with you, sir.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, and so you?
So finished SRCC, I went to Symbiosis to finish my MBA. Joined HDFC as a management trainee, HDFC Limited, the housing finance company. Quit it after about a year, joined HSBC, was on the retail mortgages side. And then I joined back in HDFC in 2004 to set up their first private equity fund. Basically, we invest in projects, and now for last 21 years I've been here. I'm the MD of the business. We are about $7 billion private equity fund.
What he isn't telling you is he's built it up into, I think, the country's largest real estate fund.
Yeah, so humble, sir.
No,
Both of
there's
you
nothing
are.
of that sort. I think
Come on,
a lot. It may be the largest. The largest means nothing in investment. All that matters is, are you the best performing?
It might be one of
No,
the
it
few
is.
times I'm saying nice things.
Which, as of now, we are, but that doesn't matter.
Fine.
What matters is that it's one of the things I remember. You know, like you talked about Usman. Usman used to be, and he used to have this patty omelette. And the whole thing, and he used to be a pretty smart guy and very understanding of things, and he used to always say that भैया ये आप लोग करो, and then मेरे को भी ये करना है. And you know, it's these smaller things that you get, the inspiration that you get from that person who is probably selling you that stuff is also aspirational. It actually buoyed me a lot doing
So
what
maybe
I'm doing.
SRCC ecosystem had some impact on you
No,
as
no,
well.
definitely.
So here we just believe in sabka saath sabka vikas kind of a thing. So like, you know, alums since last few months, this experience has been very overwhelming for me as a faculty and for the college as a whole. There are many alums who are coming and saying, how can we give back? What is your opinion on this?
Ma'am, I think alums always will carry their colleges in their hearts. And I think there's a lot of opportunity for the institute to create those relationships. You know, as you were also saying when we were chatting earlier, that SRCC is not about fundraising. SRCC is very blessed that it can handle that part. There is a big wealth of intellectual capital that the alums have. And I think tapping into these relationships, having the opportunity to learn from each other and across batches. I mean, it's not just for people to learn from old fogies like us, but we will learn from people who are 5, 7, 8 years out.
She's talking about how SRCC can benefit, not how you
No,
benefit.
it's a two-way
No,
street.
it's, yeah, actually everything in life has to be, because
Every learning and teaching experience
Absolutely.
go together.
For intellectual,
yeah.
intellectual understanding, they'll have to go to Singapore.
Thank you.
no, he is also coming every quarter. On record, you have said it.
Nice to me.
So, and
but overall, I do believe that there's a lot of opportunity for alums to feel that level of connect with each other. And in this kind of a globalized world, you know, someone moves to a different country, the immediate access of getting a whole bunch of people who can then help them, advise them, tell them where to set up, how to get started. I think it's a very powerful network of people.
Oh, and
I
all
quite
global
agree, sir.
institutions,
Yeah.
all global institutions, all big colleges and universities have become bigger at a global level on account of a big chunk of that is the alumni network, and how well they have been able to instill that sense of pride, which I think seriously exists as far as this college is concerned. And I am very, very positively surprised that all this initiative is happening, because it's high time that such amazing institutions like SRCC delve into that aspect, because that will take it to the next level. I think there is enough and more set of people like us who would not only be wanting, but can actually completely change the context of what is happening. Like one thing that we see a lot, in fact, I have a couple of people are graduating in next year who are interning with us, is, you know, it's not that, you just need some mentorship. If we had got at that point of time somebody who was an industry mentor to just guide us with your career decisions and what you have to do, what courses to take, or in general just have a 20-minute, 30-minute chat every month, that itself would have been very, very encouraging. And
Yes.
that's something that if we can delve into the alumni network, nothing like it.
yeah, so whatever both of you are saying, this is exactly the vision of the college. SRCC, a college of global choice. This is what our endeavor is, and what you have said, we quite agree, and this is what our vision is. So I'm so happy even a student of 97 is thinking about the college in a similar manner the way college is thinking about itself. So thank you
No,
for
at
this.
Prashant say you have to start thinking about all
Thank you.
things. So that happens.
So any message which you will give to the present generation? So I will close on that.
Ma'am, I think it's really that take the advantage of really getting to know the people you are with. Ultimately, academia will always keep changing, evolving. There are new ways to learn. But the relationships is where everything is at. In fact, literally from here, Vipul and I are heading to the airport. to pick up Binitesh, who was also 97 SRCC Economics, and who we met for the first time as students here, I think on our
And he's
first
an
day.
ace filmmaker.
He's an,
He makes feature films.
so look at the diversity of what this education prepared people for, right? Going into filmmaking, he's worked with Sanjay Leela Bansali and others, right? And so the fact that these relationships become lifelong is how you begin to broaden your horizons. Knowing someone like Vinny, who's in such a different field from people like Vipul and me, I am sure has influenced our own thought process over these years in ways we won't even realize. So I think that's my big takeaway. Get to really spend time, man will kill me for saying this, outside of the classroom. Learn to enjoy the community you are with during your years here and even after your years here. But yes, also be inside the classroom.
No,
Yes, sir.
all BCom guys used to always be in eco because we had the best crowd.
So no,
No
sir,
comment.
I said that there is a learning at SRCC in the classroom and outside. So we
Absolutely.
respect it. So I'm not going to say anything. I respect it, and as a college, we respect it.
That is
because
very
that
true.
peer-to-peer learning is something which is unparalleled, unmatched in the entire, if I may say, universe.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Your take.
No, I think, to share as far as Prashant is saying, but I think one thing which it's a very, I'm giving input, I need X amount of output kind of an apprehension. I think they should be very clear that it's a churn that they're going through. When they're moving from school into a college ecosystem, it's a churn. And a churn that you may not, despite all the artificial intelligence and super intelligence that you may have, that you may understand the meaning of. So you have to respect the process. I have seen a lot of students nowadays where they're saying, oh, it's the course is exactly what it was and it is not exactly moved in times and this and that and all that. So you have a very narrow vision of what you think you want from the college, and that drives your actions. Maybe it's not only out of classroom, it's out of college, and it's about, so you just have to be part of the process. Have faith. Like if there's a single line, I would say just have faith. It's an excellent ecosystem which has churned out generations and generations of very smart people. So they just need to have faith. Not always end case is preferable, but yes, in most of the cases the end case is preferable.
Yeah, so thank you for both of you for coming to the college and giving your time without any notice, without any appointment. Students will always remain the
No,
students.
we are okay. You are
It
not
seems
giving
like,
us a
they're
samosa,
always
we are still
giving-
fine with it, but it's okay.
No, I will treat you for that also. So thank you so
Thank
much.
you
It was
very much,
lovely
ma'am.
talking to both of you
Thank you.
together.
Thank you so much.
And our best wishes.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very
ma'am.
much.
Thank you.